Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Okay, so this is going to be another short vlog. I've been filming videos all day today. I woke up this morning and I felt like crap again today. I'm still not feeling well. Was drinking my Pedialyte, taking my vitamins, things like that. Filmed a drama video. It's like each video that I film, I'm starting to feel worse and worse and worse. And I was actually just sitting out here reading meditations for my Peterisms channel, and I got coughing so much that I had to stop the video like 3 times and start it over. And so I was like, you know what? Alex is on his way home from work via Costco, where he had to stop, and then he'll be home, and I just want to rest and relax. And so I was like, I'm going to jump on here and do a vlog really quickly. I got done doing this video for my new reality TV channel, and after I got done with it, like when I'm on camera, I kind of feel a little bit better. I'm like, hey you guys, what's going on and whatever. But like as soon as I get done and I go inside and I start uploading it, it's like it just comes over me and I'm like just immediately exhausted and I start feeling like crap again. So after I got done with that video, I was kind of thinking to myself, okay, just don't film a vlog tonight. Don't film a Peterisms video. I also wanted to film a booktube video, but I kind of like already decided I wasn't going to do that because I just wanted to get up my vlog at least and my Peterisms video. And then I was like, no, because you filmed these other videos and people will wonder, well, why did you film this video but you couldn't film a vlog and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I'm having some Coke. I got these Mexican Cokes from Amazon because I ordered Alex a 12-pack of Coke because the other day, I think it was last night actually, we were eating and watching some TV, and he said, can I have one of your Diet Cokes, because he was out of Coke. He drinks Coke, I drink Diet Coke. So I ordered him some. I was trying to like surprise him. But then he went to Costco, and so I thought he was just going to get like, they have like, you know, 36 Cokes and like a pallet there or whatever. I thought he'd get like Cokes there. So I told him, I said, I got some Cokes for you off of Amazon. He was like, thanks, babe. So anyway, I got these I got these Mexican Cokes, which I love. The Mexican Coke has more sugar. It's like made from sugar cane off of Amazon. So I reviewed it on my review channel, and then I poured it into this Michael Myers cup from my Peter Dustov channel. It's really good. It's really delicious. I very often just like sit down and drink a Coke. So it's kind of weird like sitting out here drinking a Coke. Like the cheer wine is one thing, but it's very rare that I just drink a Coke, you know? So it tastes really good though. After I get done with the vlog, if I'm feeling a little bit better, I may film a Peterisms video, but if not, we'll just wait till tomorrow to do that. So yeah, I'm like still not feeling great. Still testing negative. I don't really, I think I just have like a head cold or a flu or something like that. I've had so many people reach out to me since I have filmed my videos yesterday or posting stuff on Instagram and whatever about being sick, saying like in DMs and whatever, saying like, oh my god, I've been so sick, or I came back from this trip. Like a friend of mine reached out to me and said he came back from New York and it wasn't COVID, but he was like really, really sick. And he was just like out for like 2 or 3 days. I think I mentioned that in the vlog yesterday. And other people mentioned it as well. And I just don't feel good at all. And I'm not sleeping great. Well, I already wasn't sleeping great. We know that, right? But now I'm like waking up and I'm just like having to like go in the bathroom and like blow my nose. Just like my nose is running constantly. I'm constantly having like Kleenex in my hoodie and in the pockets of my coat and things like that. So I'm just not feeling great. Towards the end of the night, I start feeling a little bit better. Like when I'm watching my shows, I'm just relaxing. I think that's part of it, is I'm just relaxing, so I'm feeling a little bit better. Last night, was it last night that we watched so much TV? Or was it the night before? Was last night Monday? No, I can't even remember. I think it was last night we watched Salt Lake City. I don't even remember what we watched. Oh, we watched Salt Lake City last night, and then we watched then we watched Delicate, the American Horror Story, the new season Delicate. It's so bad, you guys. I mean, to be honest with you, like, Ryan Murphy is so talented and so creative. I can't believe that he's not watching this back and being like, this is literally the worst thing I've ever put out. I mean, it's so bad, you guys. It's not interesting at all. I feel like it's very slow. I feel like it's very repetitive. I don't think it's creative at all. And I am an American Horror Story super fan. It is so bad, you guys. So we watched that, and then we watched the Kardashians. Then Alex started watching Uba from The Real Housewives of New York. She was on Watch What Happens Live sometime last week, so we watched that. And then he went to bed, and I went and, like, got in bed with he and Boo Radley, and I was snuggling, talking to Boo Radley. Boo Radley was a crazy dog last night. Came home, was eating all his food, eating all his treats, running around the house, running around outside, running up the stairs, running down the stairs, jumping on the bed, running in and out of his house. I mean, it was like, literally, it was like a 2-year-old puppy dog. I mean, he was a crazy dog, and he's been the same way today. He's been the same way today. So I don't know, like, you know, maybe being with Tanya was good for him, you know, for a little while. Like, I don't know. He's just like a little puppy dog. It's hilarious. But I'm so happy. So anyway, I hung out in bed with he and Alex for a little bit last night. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go watch my shows. And then what did I watch last night? Oh, I watched Below Deck Mediterranean because a new episode came on last night. And then I was like looking through stuff. So for my Peter Does Stuff channel, I announced I don't know who we is, me and a few other people, are watching all of the 13 Halloween movies together over there. And so last week was 1, 2, and 3. This week is 4, 5, and 6. It's like three a week. And so I had finished Halloween 3, but I was like watching some more of it. Oh, here's my husband. He's coming home. I really like Halloween 3. I really like him. I'm like focused watching them. Like, I'm not just like having them on in the background. Like, I'm like really paying attention and watching them. So I was watching a little bit more of it, and I was like looking through social media and stuff like that, and there was stuff about Friday the 13th. This Friday is Friday the 13th. So I was like, ding, 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 ding. Gave me another idea for a watch-along, a watch-a-thon over on my Peter Does Stuff channel. So go check that out. That video will be up today. I'm going to go inside and just check in with him real quick, and then I will be back in 2. I might put on a coat, too. It's starting to get a little chilly, and then I'll be back in 2 and 2. Bye. Okay, I'm back. Let's put on my new North Face coat that I just bought and showed on my other channel. I didn't even realize that the tag was still on it. I think I wore it one time and didn't even know the tag was on it. Anyway, it's so comfy. It's so comfy. I love all of these like fleece jackets. If you watch my drama channel, I sometimes, I have 2 pairs of reading glasses out here now. I like constantly have reading glasses. If you watch my drama channel, I sometimes film outside late at night. But I have to tell you that it's already, like, getting cold. I have my, I was talking to Tanya Jean last night, sitting out here, and I had my heated vest on. Because I was like, okay, it's already getting cold. It's right at the beginning of October. I don't know what November, I don't know. My days are probably numbered of filming out here. I am going to get somebody posted on the Vloggerinos group, this heated chair. They were like, oh, we should get this for Peter for the vlog, which would be very, very sweet. I really appreciate it, but this chair is very comfortable, even though it's not heated. I can get a heating pad to put on this chair if I want to. I actually just bought another battery for my heated vest. I was going to buy a heated coat, but like when you look at the heated coats and you look at the heated vests, the heating panels are in the same place. So I wear the heated... My throat is itching. Hold on. I wear the heated vest under my heavy Ugg coat, and so it heats here and here and here and around your neck. So there's no reason for me to buy a coat because it heats in the same places. Like, the only thing it does is that it's a coat instead of a vest. But it's not like if it heated down like the arms and other stuff, then I would buy the coat too. But I'm not going to do that. Well, they sent me the vest for free to review on my review channel. But I was going to go in and I was going to buy a coat. But when I looked at the coats, they weren't like that. I might look at some other brands because I really believe in like the heated coats. But I don't know if they work as well as the ones, the one that I did the review on. I think they're called Aurora or Aurorco or something like that. I don't know. But I did go, the reason I know the brand is because I had to look it up on Amazon to buy another battery, because here's the deal. For like watching shows out here and stuff like that. So the battery lasts about 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours. And, but it takes like 10 to 12 hours to charge this battery. So what I usually do is just plug it in, and then when I go to bed at night, I charge the battery overnight. Well, if I start sitting out here earlier and I watch shows longer, or I film videos out here or whatever, then I'm going to want to watch more than 4 hours of shows or have the heated battery for more than 4 hours. Or if I sit out here for a while, then I go back inside, like, the battery's still not going to be charged. So I got online and I bought another battery for the heated vest. The battery was like $74. I could not believe it. But for me, it's worth it to sit out here, and I will tell you that heated vest really, really works. So, not sponsored, just so you know. Never was sponsored to begin with. They just sent me the vest to review, which was very kind, because it's one of the greatest things I've ever had for sitting out here. But I am also going to buy a heater. I'm just going to like look online and buy like just like a little space heater that I can put in front of me out here. I don't even know how well it'll work. We'll see. So anyway, yeah, so I woke up today, I wasn't feeling great, and I took some time in between, like, filming each video, but, like, now, like right now, like, my symptoms, like, they kind of changed. Like, earlier, my stomach was hurting a little bit, and, do you ever cough so hard that you feel like you're gonna vomit? I was coughing so hard earlier that, and like, yesterday, my throat wasn't hurting as bad. Like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, yesterday, I felt, like, lethargic all over, and I felt really tired. I don't necessarily feel like that today. Like, I don't feel as worn out as I did yesterday. But I feel like my symptoms have kind of changed a little bit, if that makes sense. Like, today, my stomach has hurt a lot, but I'm, like, yesterday and today, I've been, like, super, super hungry. I don't know what that's about. I still don't have a fever. My throat wasn't really hurting. I just feel like I'm losing my voice. But, like, my throat is itching. Itching, kind of hurting. I don't know how to explain it. And I'm coughing like crazy. Especially when I, like, talk a lot. Which is why, like, for me to, like, I did a drama video. And, like, when I got done with it, it was, like, 50 minutes long. 45, 50 minutes. Maybe 52, I don't know. When I got done, I was like, my throat was killing me. I was like, I can't believe I talked that long. And while I was doing it, I didn't even really realize, you know, that it seemed like it was that long. The thing is like, I could take 4 days and not film, and I don't know that I would feel any better in the 4 days. So it's like, I kind of want to push through it a little bit. So yeah, my nose running, my coughing, like kind of losing my voice a little bit. But, like, even though my throat hurts, like, it's like, sore a little bit, like, cough drop sore, if you know what I mean. But it's not, like, so sore, like, I can't talk. It's not like that. It's not like I can't talk. Like, I mean, it doesn't hurt that bad, you know what I mean? Like, none of my symptoms are that bad, any one specific one. It's kind of, like, all of them together. I just feel like I have the flu, or I have, like, a cold, or something like that. I don't know. And my eyes are kind of hurting, too. Like, my eyes have been, like, watering, and they're kind of hurting. A couple people mentioned that, like, they thought maybe it was allergies or something. Listen, Linda. I have had allergies all spring, all summer. This is not allergies. This is totally not allergies. Yeah, and I don't like being sick. Oh, I was going to say about the sleeping. I already don't sleep great. But, like, last night I kept on waking up, and I had to, like, blow my nose, or I was, like, coughing, and I'd always, like, phlegm, and I kept on waking up, and Boo Radley kind of stayed in one space all night long. I was kind of surprised. Actually, it was cute, because when I go down to watch TV shows when Alex goes to sleep and stuff, now we leave the bedroom door open. We used to close it, so he would just stay in there. But now we leave it open if he wants to go down and eat his dinner or go into his house. And so sometimes, many times when I'm like watching TV shows out here or in the living room, like on my iPad, he'll go down to his house and he'll eat, and then he'll like lay down there, and then when I go to bed, I'll go get him and I'll bring him up, carry him upstairs to the bed. Well, last night, like, the door was like wide open in the bedroom and stuff like that. I went up there, and he was like so tired. Like, he was like just like beat. The little guy was, I mean, he was just exhausted, you know, I think from running around and all kind of stuff. And so he was just like laying on his side, and I went up there, and he's kind of like lifted his little head up like, "Hi, Dad." And I said something to him about wanting to go outside and go potty, and he just like put his head back down. He didn't even want to go potty or have treats or anything last night. He was still so tired. He was so cute. So, yeah, so finally I fell asleep last night, but, so I watched last night 90 Day Fiancé. I watched Below Deck Mediterranean, then I watched 90 Day Fiancé. Because a lot of people asked me to watch that for my my Peter Desta, or my Peter's, the reality channel. A lot of people asked me to watch it for my reality channel, and I didn't really know much about it, so I watched that last night. And then I came up with this great idea of this series that we should watch on my Peter Desta channel. I know that I'm not gonna be keeping a mystery. The Friday the 13th movies. So I watched half of the first Friday the 13th movies. Friday the 13th movie. Now, I know I have seen some of these movies before. Like, I just know I have, right? I mean, I'm like a horror movie fanatic. I love horror movies. But I, honest to God, do not remember. I don't even remember Friday the 13th. I couldn't tell you what any of these movies are about except for Jason Voorhees. Like, I know that name, right? And I think in, like, the second one, you find out it's his mom or something like that. Because he was drowned in the lake. Or is that something like that, right? I think I know that from Scream or something like that. But I, for the life of me, you guys, I, honest to God, do not remember watching these movies at all. And I'm watching the first one yesterday. I'm like, oh, Kevin Bacon's in this movie? Like, I could never, like, if you had said to me, what famous movie star is in the first Friday the 13th, I would have been like, I have no idea. Like, if you had put a list, like a multiple choice list, and had been like Kevin Bacon with like 3 other actors, I would never have known. I would have had no idea. That is how little I remember about this movie. So, I'm like, so I started watching it last night. That was like at the very, very end. What is this, pickleball people? All my pickleball people are home. Oh, this must be their last pickleball because he just said, see you in the winter. My neighbor across the street. That's kind of sad, isn't it? It's kind of like the closing of the pool. Oh. I used to like yelling down at them about the sun. But, so I started watching, well, I watched the end of Halloween 3 again. Which I have to tell you, like, okay, Halloween 1, like, I know, like, the back of my hand. Like, I know everything about that movie. I've watched that movie so many times. Halloween 2, in my life, I've probably seen it, I mean, if I had to guess, like, 10 times. Maybe more, like, in the background and stuff, just putting it on. Like, the original one from 1981. And I knew it took place in a hospital and all that kind of stuff. But, like, I haven't, like, watched it, like, sat down there and just, like, watched it. And I don't even know how long, like maybe since I was in high school. It is really good. And the thing is that they're all so low budget, but they're really well done. I don't, like, maybe Halloween 3 wasn't as low budget as the rest of them, because it took place in this, like, factory and whatever, and there was a lot of stuff to it. But Halloween 2 is actually really good. It was very scary. It took place in a hospital and all this kind of stuff. And you find out a lot about, that's when you find out, Halloween 2, that Laurie Strode, who's Jamie Lee Curtis, you find out that she's Michael Myers' brother, and that she was adopted, and that her parents were killed. Like, I think it was like 2 years after Michael Myers killed his sister. That, you find out that all that in Halloween 2, and she has kind of like some vague memories about it. About her mom saying that she's not really her mom or something like that. That's when you find all that out in Halloween 2. And Halloween 3 is called Season of the Witch. It has absolutely nothing to do with the Michael Myers franchise whatsoever. It's like, so like, Halloween 1 and 2, and then Halloween 4 through forever, like, is all about Michael Myers. But Halloween 3 is a standalone. It has absolutely nothing to do with Michael Myers whatsoever. It's about this company that is doing these masks, these Halloween masks. It's interesting, though, like, I kind of, like, when you watch some, like, okay, you guys will know what I'm talking about here in a few movies if you're watching them with me, but, like 6 and 7 kind of have kind of this, like, cultish, witchcraft aspect to it that Halloween 3 kind of has a little bit to it as well, talking about like Stonehenge and things like that. And I actually really liked Halloween 3. I watched it last year, and I remember them like going to this hotel room, and I remember this like this woman dying and stuff like that, but I didn't remember tons about it. But like watching it this weekend and watching like the end of it last night again, like the second half of it I watched again last night, I really liked it. Like, it was really good. It was really well done. I totally forgot the ending completely. And it was interesting because, so, you know, it was done by John Carpenter and stuff like that, who did the original Halloween. They actually pay homage to the original Halloween a lot in it. Like, they show it on TV screens, like they're playing it on like movie marathons and stuff like that. Which is interesting because the original Halloween came out, like, it wouldn't be on TV when the Halloween 3 came out. So anyway, it was kind of funny that was on, but like, we take that for granted today, you know? But, so yeah, so, and then there's other stuff that they do. By the end of it is interesting, because if you watch the end of it, the main character is trying to stop something, and he can't stop it, and that's how it ends. When you go back to the original Halloween, when Laurie Strode is in, when she is in the classroom, this is what ties them all together a little bit. When she's in the classroom, the teacher asks her about, which, by the way, did you hear that the teacher's voice is the same voice as the intercom over of the hospital that's right before that? Anyway, low budget, right? Can you imagine doing such a low-budget film that turned into such a huge franchise? I mean, can you even imagine that Jamie Lee Curtis just won an Oscar and all that kind of stuff and has done, like, phenomenal work? I mean, it's just amazing, isn't it? By the way, the actress that played Annie in Halloween 1, that played the sheriff's daughter, Annie Brackett, she plays the ex-wife of the main character in Halloween 3, which was kind of crazy. She looks, like, completely different, but very much the same. And, so, and her name is Linda in Halloween 3, which is kind of like an homage to Linda that was PJ Souls in Halloween with the pigtails and says totally all the time. So when you start watching it like this, you start catching all this kind of stuff, which I love. But anyway, so in the original Halloween, the teacher asks Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode, about the definition of fate. And she asks it by Samuels, and I can't remember who the other person is. And, like the personification of fate. Well, when you watch all the movies, like the underlying theme to all the movies is fate. Okay, that Laurie Strode and Michael Myers are brother and sister, and that they are linked by fate. That scene in Halloween 1, the original Halloween, is very important, okay? Because it's talking about what is infinitely bringing them together is fate. When you watch Halloween 3, what's interesting is, knowing that, having just watched these other two that closely, is that he's trying to stop it and he can't stop the inevitable, because that's fate. Like, this whole Michael Myers, Laurie Strode thing, it's all fate. All this is fate, right? And that's kind of a lot of, like, what John Carpenter and Mustafa Akkad and things like that, and Deborah Hill, that was the producer, and the writers on these shows, I mean, these movies, like, that was what the message behind it. They're not just cheesy horror movies. They're talking about the personification of fate. They're talking about, like, you know, and, you know, the play out of fate and how things come together and all this kind of stuff. It's very interesting when you watch it back here and you're, like, picking up these pieces. Yes, they're just cheesy horror movies, but at the same time, there's kind of a message behind some of them as well, you know? It's interesting on a philosophical level, what the messages that they're trying to give, you know? So anyway, now we enter the era of 4, 5, and 6 with Danielle. Why can't I think of her name? But she becomes, like, the main character. This is, like, one of the second storylines or timelines that people follow. People think that she doesn't get as much attention as Jamie Lee Curtis does, and she was just as important a character because she's supposed to be Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter. That, anyway. And somehow, something happens to Jamie Lee Curtis, she dies or something, and this Danielle, I can't remember what Danielle, is it Woods? I can't remember what her name is, but anyway. So she's in 4, 5, and 6. Or 4, 5. So 4, 5, and 6? She's in 4 and 5, I know that. But anyway, so yeah, I'm excited to watch those too. And watch the Friday the 13th movies too. You know, I was sitting here when I was watching, or when I was coming up with this idea last night about the Friday the 13th movies. And I was like, okay, Peter, you literally have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to watch all 12 of the Friday the 13th movies, right? Like, there's no way you can possibly do that and keep up with all these reality TV shows and watch Halloween movies and whatever, right? And then I was like, screw it. Life is short. Like, do stuff that is fun. And this is, like, what I love about YouTube so much is being able to just come up with fun stuff and do whatever the hell I want to do. That's fun, you know, whether it's making cookies or whether it's, you know, watching scary movies together as a group. And I'm going to go on that channel, like, every month. I'm going to pick, like, another series, like a TV series or a series of movies, like the Godfather movies or the Star Wars movies or something like that to watch all together. But I'm going to pick movies that I've never seen before. Because, like, Halloween has been great for this year of doing this together. I think, like, next year I'll pick, like, the Nightmare on Elm Street movies because I've never seen all of those. Or I'll pick, like, the Chucky movies because I've never seen... I don't know if I've ever even seen one of those, you know, or, like, the Pumpkinhead movies or something like that. There's, like, a lot of different, like, horror movie series out there. My throat is starting to really itch. That I can pick that I've never watched before. So I can pick those and I can watch those, and those will be a lot of fun for next year. If I'm still doing it next year. I mean, I change my mind all the time, right? So, but from going forward, I think that I'm going to pick, like, a different movie series or something. Like, even, like, Lord of the Rings, which I've seen the first one but not the rest. You know, or Star Trek movies, Star Wars movies, whatever. And just, like, I still need to finish the Harry Potter movies and the Harry Potter books. I just have such an issue with J.K. Rowling. I think she's so problematic that but, I mean, the movies and the books are already out there. And I've already, like, bought the books. So I feel like I should probably finish them. Plus, it's always kind of been a goal of mine. But now I'm just kind of not that invested because I don't feel like I can support J.K. Rowling. I know people are going to be like, what did J.K. Rowling do? Just Google search her. She's very problematic. She's said some very hurtful statements to people about things. And it's a huge issue on BookTube. Like, a lot of people don't support J.K. Rowling anymore because of her lack of diversity and things like that. So I don't know how I feel about that, but I've never, like, I think I've seen, like, the first 2 Harry Potter movies, maybe the first 3. I think I got through the 4th book, but I don't think I watched all 4 of the movies. So I thought about doing, like, the Harry Potter movies, maybe, like, in December. Then I thought about picking, like, 10 Christmas movies that I've never seen before. Because there's been, like, a lot that, like, or movies that I saw as a kid, like, one time with my mom, like The Bells of St. Mary or something like that I don't remember. Like Christmas in Connecticut, I don't remember that movie at all. The Shop Around the Corner is always on every list. I don't think I've ever seen that movie. But picking, like, 10 Christmas movies that I've never seen before and watching the month of December, like, I think that would be really fun. Because every year I always pick, like, movies, like, I want to watch all my favorite movies. But, like, I mean, I love Smoky Mountain Christmas with Dolly Parton. Trust I'll watch it at least once this year. But, like, how many times can you watch Smoky Mountain Christmas? Like, I literally know that movie by heart, right? So it's like, how many times can you watch it? But I'll still watch it because I love it, you know? So I think, like, every month going forward, I mean, I'm going to do a bunch of other videos over there as well. But, like, that's going to be, like, one thing that I do on that channel is, like, suggest a movie series or a TV series. Like, I was thinking, like, I really want to watch Virgin River. Like, that would be a fun channel to watch. Because, like, a lot of people are like, well, can you, like, talk about Only Murders in the Building, or can you talk about this, or can you talk about that? I know they're not reality shows, but can you do that anyway on your reality TV channel? No. My reality TV channel is a reality TV channel. I'm just talking about reality TV. If I talk about anything else, a normal TV show like Invasion or Only Murders in the Building, I'm not talking about Only Murders in the Building. This season was so bad, it was boring. I mean, it ended okay, but it was boring. I'm not gonna talk. I'll watch it again the 4th season when it comes out, which it will, because they left it on a cliffhanger. I'll watch it because, of course, I love the show and I love the cast and everything like that. But this was just not a great season for it. It was the worst of the three. Like, I don't even know why they introduced some things on the show. Like, they introduced, what's the woman's name? I can't think of her name right now. The comedian that was on Saturday Night Live forever ago. And she plays the famous podcaster on Only Murders in the Building. She, like, had a sit-down meeting with Selena Gomez and said that, like, she should come work for her or whatever, and she was going to write her any check she wanted. It was literally one scene of the whole show, and they acted like it was this huge deal. It was one scene of the whole... I don't even know why they even had that part in the show whatsoever. It was... Except for to show that Selena Gomez could go her own way and make a lot of money with this other person, but it was so... I can't even think of... I can think of the character's name before I... Not Tina Fey. Is that who it was? Why can't I think of who the person is? But anyway... I just thought, I don't know, I just thought the season was bad. So, but like Invasion or something like that, if I was going to talk about that, I would probably talk about it on my Peter Does Stuff channel or do a review on my review channel. But I'm not doing anything that's not reality TV on my reality. That's going to be all reality TV over there. But I do think it would be fun to like pick a TV series or like a movie, and I really want to watch Virgin River. I think a lot of people have seen Virgin River, though, is the thing, right? But like I really want to watch Virgin River, and so I thought, well, maybe we could all watch, like, pick a TV series that comes out, or maybe a new one that comes out and watch it all together, you know, like, over there. The other problem is, like, with a new series that comes out, like, on Netflix or whatever, well, Netflix doesn't have the greatest series coming out anymore, but on, you know, Apple or whatever. By the way, did you guys hear that book that Caroline told me that I needed to read, which is called Lessons in Chemistry, that I haven't read? She was one of the best books. It's been on the bestseller list for literally months. They made it into a TV show, and it's going to be on Apple TV. It's coming out. Did you guys hear about that? Apple TV or Hulu? I can't remember. But it's supposed to be really, really good. So, I might try to read that book before. I was going to actually pick it for a Peter's Book Club choice. If you guys have read that Lessons in Chemistry and you think I should read it, put it in the comment section below. Maybe I'll read it before the show comes out. But now I'm kind of like, but do I just want to watch the show and be surprised and not read the book? You know what I mean? I don't know. Because that's kind of what ruined Daisy Jones and the Six for me, was that I just read the book, so I wasn't really interested in that show. Which I keep on saying I'm going to go back and watch that show, but I'm just really not that interested in it. Anyway, which is interesting because, like, everybody that I talk to, they either love Daisy Jones and Six. Like, my cousin and Tanya, they both loved that show. And they loved the book, too. They either loved the show or they hated the show. Like, a lot of people that I talked to are like, oh, I couldn't get into it either. I couldn't get into Daisy Jones and the Six to save my life. But a lot of people really liked it. So, I don't know. So, I don't know. Pick a series and let me know in the comment section below, and we'll watch it on my Peter Does Stuff channel together. I thought that would be kind of fun to do. Something like that, you know? So that's tonight, and then tomorrow I'm getting a haircut in the morning. So I got to take an Uber there, and then Caroline, she's having dinner with a friend right now, drinks with a friend. She said I'm having drinks with her friend. She's like, "Can I call you later?" So I texted her. I was like, "Yeah, I'm getting," just because we were trying to set up our deal for tomorrow. So I was like, "Hey, I've got a hair appointment. Can you pick me up this time?" Blah blah blah. Because it's right by her house. So then we'll spend the afternoon together, might get brunch or something like that. I don't really have a bunch of errands to run tomorrow. So, yeah. And then maybe film some videos. If I'm not feeling great tomorrow, I may just take tomorrow and not film any videos at all. And then Thursday I have a therapy appointment. That's about it. I'm really, really hungry right now, but I don't know what I'm hungry for. Has that ever happened to you? I'm like, Peter, what are you hungry for? I almost said Peter Pumpkin Eater. I used to hate that when I was a kid, when people would say that to me. Well, listen, you guys, I think I'm going to get off here. I think I've decided I am not going to do a Peterisms video. And I was like, where did the books go? Because they were out here, and I put them inside when I went in to say hi to Alex. I don't think I'm going to do a Peterisms video. I'm going to get my other videos uploaded and start rendering this and get this uploaded as well. And figure out what Alex wants to do for dinner, if we're going to watch a movie or something. I may take a little bit of a nap this evening because I'm starting to get tired. I just think it would be good for me to rest a little bit too. I have such a hard time like just like turning my mind off, you know? So anyway, yeah, I love you guys so much, and send positive healing vibes that I feel better tomorrow. I love you, and I will see you then. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Love you. See you tomorrow, guys. Love you. Bye. Love you.